Alrighty, morning everyone, and welcome back to another beautiful video on this beautiful channel on another beautiful day. And in today's video we are gonna scrap down some of these fan motors. Yes, there's a lot of very nice copper on those. We will see actually how much it is in the end. Well, not exactly because I don't have my scale on me, but we're gonna figure something out. And I also wanted to try these because I haven't really ever figured out how much the copper yield on these actually is. I'm gonna obviously have to bring that somewhere else and check what the copper weight is gonna be in the end, but I always thought this would be an interesting thing to do, so that is what we are gonna do today. These fan motors are pretty easily to take apart actually. You've got a motor like this basically with a little copper coil here, and it's somewhat like press welded or something like that in this thing, and you can just push this entire copper coil out. It then looks something like this. I got this one without the rest of the steel. I don't know why, but that's a thing, I guess. And you just push the steel out and there you go, you've got your copper. I don't know really how that's gonna work with this big thing. We're gonna try that as well, but I gotta be honest, I don't really have high hopes for that working. But if it doesn't, we're just gonna chisel it off, and that's basically it as well. We can still do that if this does not work how we intend it to be. So yeah, we're gonna do that without power tools, because I don't really have any motivation to hook any power tools up, so we won't do that. How about that? Yeah, nice, right? Yeah. So we're just gonna use a vise and a hammer and screwdrivers and various pairs of these things, whatever, and we're gonna make it work. Somehow we're gonna make some money. We're just gonna have a little bit of fun scrapping some stuff out. So yeah, here we go. Alrighty, so that's us done with that. Went pretty smoothly, I would say. There's nothing really difficult about doing these. It's pretty much all the same. We did end up not being able to just push this thing out. I don't even know why. I think it's just a different design, something like that. It's probably also that the bigger fans just don't work that way. But it was pretty easy in the end, and we got some decent copper actually out of this. Like this maybe cost me like 10 minutes, so nothing major. And I mean, we've got from only the big thing, we've got this whole heap of good copper. This is obviously going to be burnt copper, but that's like 70, 80, 90 grams probably. And so, yeah, that's already pretty decent. That's like, what, 60 cents? Nice, yeah, can't complain about that. And then we've also got the two smaller ones, which are these two bundles. These are actually going to be sold as Milbury, at least for me, because there's no shellac on them at all. I can quickly compare that for you with like some Milbury copper. Like for example right here, you know, it's the same stuff. So yeah, that's definitely going to be Milbury. So yeah, that's a pretty good thing. And that's going to be like another maybe 50 to 60 grams, something like that. So we've got like 150 grams. Let's just call it that. And that's about $1. So I'm pretty happy with that. $1 for 10 minutes. It's not the greatest yield. You're gonna make like about half of minimum wage this way, but it's definitely fun. And doing these is really, really easy work. So if you want to do that, go ahead. There's nothing wrong with that. You're gonna make a decent amount of money. It's gonna take you some time, but it's definitely decent. We've also got all the steel. There is some little bits and pieces of copper on there, but I can't really take them off, and I can't sell them as a motor, so I'm afraid they're gonna have to be steel. But anyways, I think that's pretty decent anyways. And as I said, very easy stuff. You can do that with basic hand tools. The most important thing is a hammer. You definitely need that. And you should also probably have a good wood chisel, one that doesn't really get dull at all. You can see in the time lapse that I first used my bigger one that is laying around here in the shop. That didn't work because it's already very, very, very dull, and I have to sharpen that. But these are really hard to sharpen because they're hardened steel, and yeah, that's gonna be fun. But that's definitely something you need to do. These things have to be sharp, otherwise this is not gonna work. You can do it with an angle grinder, but that would be an absolute waste of discs because it's really not a lot of copper that you're gonna get out of that. So yeah, this is pretty much the best way I found of doing them, besides like obviously a hammer mill, but I don't have one, and I doubt that most people have one. So as far as that goes, that's my way of doing it, and I think this was actually pretty good fun. So yeah, as always, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to write any questions that you might have in the comments, and also if you would just want to say hi, write that in the comments too. I'll be very happy about that as well. And also if you want to, you can rate the video with either like a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever you might want to do. And you can also subscribe if you want to, but that's not a must. It's free, and you can watch the videos even without being subscribed, but I think it somewhat makes it easier to catch up to the latest videos I upload or something like that. I don't really know, to be honest, but I think it's something like that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and until next time.